Aerialists, I hope you're ready for our pole warm-up. Whether you're on a regular pole or a flying pole, this will do. This is also a mixed level warm-up, so it will range from beginner to intermediate and will offer you modifications. So welcome, and I hope you're ready to get started. Before we move to the pole, I strongly recommend that you do your mobility warm-up first. If you're looking for a mobility warm-up, check out our playlist, which I'll leave right up here for you. And if you're done with that, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna start with is just to get our scaps kind of engaged. We're gonna start with some pole pull downs if you're a beginner. So you're holding the pole directly under the rigging point. You're holding one arm in forearm grip and the other hand is in your true grip above your head. Your forearm grip is right about eye level. You're gonna think about pulling the pole down as you engage your back. And if you're a beginner, you're focusing mainly on the pole, not worrying too much about moving your legs to lift them off the ground. Just simply a kind of tippy toe up will do. The main focus here is making sure your back is engaged and you're feeling that contraction in your back. If you are an advanced or intermediate, you're gonna think about lifting your legs up at the same time. So engaging your back so that your toes can lift off the floor like this. So you can choose a modification that you like. I will choose the intermediate one, and we're going to be doing 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now, of course, we need to train both sides. So you're going to move to the opposite side. I will move to the other side of the pole just so I can show you both sides. So one hand once again in forearm grip, other hand high in true grip, focusing on pulling the pole down, engaging your back. Beginners, tippy toe, intermediates, lifting, maybe holding a little higher to get yourself off the ground. So we're doing another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll notice that one side is a little stronger, and that might be the case for you too. Even though that's the case, we need to work on both sides so we can get the other side kind of caught up to your stronger side. Next, we're going to be doing some tucks. This will help you to engage your core and also work on engaging your core while holding onto the pole, something that we have to do a lot when we're in the air. So we're starting with the pole beside us. You're gonna give the pole a hug with one hand, and you're going to hold at around your eye level. The other hand comes in front of you like this, making sure that it's kind of under your armpit. Your biceps should have point of contact with the pole. From here, you're gonna engage your back, sink down a little bit, bring your legs in front of you. Options for the beginner would be to try to bring your leg as high up as you can. If you need to march it out, that's fine. Ultimately, you're trying to bring both legs up like this. If you're a little more advanced, you wanna practice off the floor, feel free to do a little jump up like this and tuck, knees to chest, keep your core engaged, and having a slow descent. You can choose the option you'd like. I will choose the intermediate option, which is you are on the floor and trying to bring your legs up as high as you can. So we're gonna try to do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly let yourself go. Don't forget to move on to the next side. That is the important part. And if you're feeling tired between these, either between exercises or between sides, feel free to take a break, drink some water. Recovery is also important. We're moving to the next side. Once again, follow the cues. Directly under your armpit, holding onto the pole about eye level, hand above your head. either marching or lifting both legs like I will, or feel free to jump up. So we're starting. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The next move we're going to be doing, the next exercise, will be our straddles. Now, if you're not there with your straddle yet, don't worry, we will have progressions for that. I'm going to show you how to do your straddle first. So your straddle should look something like this. So your starting position should look like this. Make sure you're holding the pole at about eye level with one hand. Make it under your arm, almost like we did for those tucks that we did earlier. Bring your body in front of the pole. So think of one hip coming to the other side of the pole. From here, you're pulling down on the pole. You're going to think about tucking your knees to your chest first, and then you're going to lower your body. Keep straightening your arms at the same time as you lift your hips up to get into your position. So, if you're a beginner, you're going to try to lift as high as you can. So maybe it'll look something like this. And that is okay. If you're intermediate, you can bring your hips up so that they can reach the pole. That is ideal. You can do them bent. Or you can do them with straight legs. So you can choose the one you want. I will be doing bent legs, extending them to straight at the top.
And we'll be doing 5 of these. 5,
4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going to take a break to clean my pole, and I think that's something to remind you of as well. If your pole is getting a little too warm or you're a little sweaty, be sure to clean it. And once again, take a break. If you can see, this is also hard for me, so make sure you're recovering as you need. Okay, so now we need to do the other side. Once again, under your armpit, that hand about eye level, other hand above your head, hip in front of the pole so that half of your body is in front, or actually to the other side. Make sure that when you go back, you extend your arms. Try to bring your hips up as much as you can and lock your back out when you're at the top of your mat. So, first, second, or straight. Again, we're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to be working on the movement for our climbs. Now, if you're a beginner, we're going to start with just the mounting of the climb and work on that. So once again, your hands are in forearm grip at above eye level, the other hand on top. You're going to lift the leg of the same hand that's in forearm grip and bring it towards the pole. And then you're going to pull yourself as you bring the opposite leg over and step back down. If you're intermediate and you're already climbing, we're going to practice just the movement of the climb in the air. So get into your first climb. You're going to sink your body down and pull yourself up towards the pole. Sink down, pull up, and come back. When you're doing that, just make sure that you're also using your legs, coming from a kneeling position, pulling yourself up, and your arms help you to pull yourself up at the same time. It's a total body movement, primarily your legs. So, mounting, and we're gonna do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let me climb back up for the last one, and 1. Remember to wipe your pole as you go if you find yourself sliding. Now we can get ready for the opposite side. I'm gonna start this time with my left leg. So my left arm is in forearm grip, right hand is holding high. Once again, beginners practicing the mount. And for our intermediates, we're gonna climb once and do 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm gonna climb one more time so I can prevent having to come down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So our final exercise will be our flares. Start by standing next to the pole. Once again, kind of getting towards that straddle position. So bring one hip in front, hold on to the pole in the same way as our straddle. So inside hand about eye level, outside hand above your head. Now, in order to do a flare, you're thinking about lifting first your inside leg. So for me, that's my right leg. And we're making a circle and bringing it to the opposite side. Now, as we're doing that with our right leg, our left leg will also follow and come around to meet our right leg and back to the middle. So when you put it together, it should look like this: up, over, and back. So we're gonna do 5 of these on each side. If you're intermediate, you can feel free to pull yourself and go a little bit higher. So we're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Now we move to the opposite side. Once again, the cues. Inside hand, eye level, wrapped around like we're going to do for a straddle. Outside hand a little higher, hip in front of the pole, starting with our left leg this time, which will be our inside leg. Coming around, making a semicircle. Right leg follows as well. When we put them together, it should look like this. You'll find that one side is a little better than the next. My left side is not the best side. So bear with me here. But we're gonna do 5 of them. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I hope you're feeling nice and warm. I know I am for sure. If you're looking for ideas for pole training, we'll leave you a playlist right up here with tons of different tutorials for different choreographies. You can choose either beginner or intermediate choreographies. So I'll leave you with that and happy training.